2024 has been off to a rough start for Tesla and its CEO Elon Musk, with shares of the EV maker down more than 35% this year, giving back a good chunk of the massive gains the name saw back in 2023, right now hitting their lowest levels since January. It's now among the worst performers in the S&P 500, closely followed by another embattled company, Boeing. So how did we get here for Tesla? Well, back in January, they warned of notably slower sales growth that fueled investor concerns about stock demand and competition from China. CEO Elon Musk then said the company would be focusing on production of its new generation vehicle. That day, Tesla stock suffered its sharpest percentage drop in more than a year, with $80 billion wiped out in market value just in that day, a record-breaking drop.
However, this is so frightening. Thus, you're not turning, the vehicle is turning. That is definitely standing out. The autopilot framework, which helps driving errands like remaining inside a path, yet shouldn't supplant a human driver. We can't expect people. Do you perceive how it's like conflict? This. Definitely, for what reason did it do that? Since my hands are not on the wheel. Indeed, what's the motivation behind having autopilot assuming you actually need to put your hands on the wheel, Elon? Gracious, this is on the grounds that the likelihood of a mishap with autopilot is simply less. The Public Transportation Wellbeing Board condemned Tesla for delivering the outcomes before the examination was finished. For what reason did you do that? Indeed, really, we've generally delivered autopilot information. Presently, indeed, it's as of now moving along automatically. The NTSB consumes most of the day to finish examinations. They'll require a year. Thus, I said, look, we can hardly trust that a year will deliver data. That is excessively lengthy. Yet, it's essential to underline, it won't ever be great. Autopilot won't ever be great. No, nothing in reality is awesome. Yet I truly do believe that drawn out it can diminish mishaps by a component of 10. Along these lines, there are 10 less fatalities and misfortunes and serious wounds. And that is a truly enormous contrast. Hi Tesla devotees and tech sweethearts. Today we make them energize updates to plunge into, including Tesla's freshest full self-driving programming adaptation 12.51.2. We're talking significant enhancements in independent driving capacities, similar to the end of the controlling wheel bother and the presentation of vision, just in lodge observing. Furthermore, there's some buzz about possibly game-changing evaluating for full unaided usefulness. In the event that you're, however, inquisitive as we may be about how these updates can change our driving experience, you're perfectly located. We'll stall what these progressions mean for Tesla drivers and the more extensive ramifications for the fate of transportation. Before we get everything rolling, assuming you appreciate keeping steady over Tesla news and need to stay aware of the fast headways in electric vehicles and independent driving innovation, remember to hit that like button and buy into our channel. Your help assists us with presenting to you the most cutting-edge and far-reaching Tesla examinations. Presently, how about we get into it? This is the thing Tesla's been concocting with their most recent FSD update. In this way, huge news from Tesla as they carry out the new full self-driving adaptation. That is FSD v12.51.2 for those following along. This isn't simply one more minor change, it's a significant redesign. Elon Musk, the man himself, has affirmed this significant update is coming to the most recent Teslas as well as to those Equipment 3 vehicles. Furthermore, indeed, for those of you pondering, that incorporates the eagerly awaited Cybertruck. What's much cooler is they figured out how to consolidate the product for both throughway and city, crashing into one consistent framework. Envision cruising through city roads and onto the expressway without any hesitation. Presently, interestingly, you can pop over to Tesla's site and look at a video exhibiting these full self-driving highlights. It resembles their saying, "See, it truly works." This is a major move toward making FSD something anybody could contemplate really utilizing every day. Furthermore, talking about incorporating this innovation into our regular routines, Tesla is effectively attempting to make full self-driving, FSD, more available and easy to use for the typical individual. They're not simply zeroing in on the cutting-edge perspectives. they're tending to the ordinary dissatisfactions and obstacles that frequently accompanied new innovation. You know, those little errors and intricacies that can represent the deciding moment your day. Tesla is handling them head-on, guaranteeing that their FSD framework is pretty much as clear and natural as could really be expected. Besides, Tesla comprehends that cost is a significant hindrance for some with regards to cutting-edge innovation like this. That is the reason they're focused on making FSD more reasonable. They're examining their evaluating systems and investigating ways of bringing down costs, which could mean enormous things for buyers. Envision having state-of-the-art, independent driving innovation in your own vehicle without burning through every last dollar. This move isn't just about remaining cutthroat. It's tied in with making the fate of driving available to additional individuals, maybe sooner than we could have expected. This approach could fundamentally move how we view vehicle proprietorship and driving sooner rather than later, making independent. This update could be a distinct advantage for our thought process about getting from point A to point B presently. Couldn't that be something? Your vehicle simply zipping you around without you stressing over the course or traffic. Sit back, unwind, and let your Tesla do the driving. What's straightaway? Cars with the capability to fly. Indeed, with Elon, who can say for sure. Assuming that you have a more seasoned Tesla with Equipment 3, learn to expect the unexpected. This is your lucky day. This update isn't only for the brand new models. Bringing together the framework in all cases is normal. Believe it or not, one programming stack to administer them all. Furthermore, get this. The simulated intelligence in the driver's seat isn't simply any old programming. It's getting more keen, more mindful. The most recent tests show it's improving than any time in recent memory at taking care of a wide range of driving situations. No matter what city or throughway, this artificial intelligence has its eyes stripped. Presently, we should discuss what this update truly amps up: mindfulness. Tesla's FSD isn't just about cruising, it's tied in with guarding you. With additional cameras currently in play, the framework's better at spotting whatever could come your direction. Stray soccer ball, irregular raccoon, and so on, and the Tesla's probably going to see it before you do. Furthermore, here's the kicker. The impending 12.5 update guarantees a without-hands driving experience for everybody. Envision that, sitting in your vehicle, hands off the wheel, while your Tesla handles the regularly scheduled drive. It's like something out of a science fiction film, however it's going on the present moment. Also, more than that, Tesla's simply raised the stakes with its full self-driving tech by adding the brilliant call include. Presently, this isn't just about flaunting at parties. It's a genuine lift to how the entire framework functions. The shrewd call highlight implies your Tesla not just drives itself. It comes to you any place you are in the parking area, similar to a dedicated pet. This truly balances the client experience, causing FSD to feel total, in addition to an extravagant extra. Furthermore, there's something else. This is all running on a brought-together single-stack framework. What's that mean? It implies better preparation, smoother execution, and inclined-up well-being. Your vehicle isn't simply responding, it's reasoning ahead, taking more astute actions. Discussing thinking ahead, we should discuss arranging. Previously, Tesla's organizer could look several seconds into the future, which, can we just be real for a minute, is very little at a bustling convergence. That short sight was causing a few hiccups. Be that as it may, clutch your caps. The better-than-ever organizer is currently looking 5 to 10 seconds ahead, taking into account significantly more dependable direction. That is a major jump forward. Envision your Tesla taking actions in view of what's going on in the distance, not spot on before its guard. We're discussing a smoother ride, less unexpected stops, and a ton less pressure for you. We should dig into how Tesla's full self-driving innovation moves forward when the weather conditions turns frightful. Envision its heavy storm, the sort where the sky simply opens up, or perhaps it's a blizzard where the chips descend so thick you can scarcely see the vehicle before you. This is where Tesla's FSD innovation truly sparkles. It's not just about keeping the vehicle out and about, it's tied in with making shrewd, determined choices under tension. The most recent programming update shows a capacity to explore through these unforgiving circumstances, as though it were an unmistakable bright day at the ocean's side, pursuing choices with accuracy, no faltering, simply consistent liquid driving. This sort of dependability in unpleasant weather conditions is a distinct advantage, showing exactly the way in which exceptional Tesla's framework has become. And afterward, there's the clasp of Hurl Cook's infamous unprotected left turns. This piece of film has become practically unbelievable. Taken from the previous adaptation, 12.511, it shows the Tesla exploring left turns at convergences that don't have devoted signals. It resembles watching an expert class in independent driving, where most human drivers could falter or pursue a rash choice. The Tesla executes these turns with quiet accuracy. It's unquestionable proof of how refined artificial intelligence-driven vehicles are currently dealing with circumstances that are commonly difficult, in any event, for experienced human drivers. Moving concentration to how this tech oversees path discipline, the path-focusing eyelight is especially proficient. However, it will in general lean poorly on the ways where